about Greek gods.
Oh, okay.
And Athena is the goddess of, among
War.
other things, war, wisdom, and pinwheels.
And what?
Okay.
Pinwheels.
Yeah.
The tale of Arachne, the first spider, was she got into a weaving competition with someone named Arachne, and then Athena lost, and then she killed Arachne, then resurrected her as the first spider.
That's why they're called arachnids.
Right.
Yeah.
After that story.
Yeah.
We should change numbers because I might have material for you.
Yes.
But you won't.
All right.
Thank you. My number's in the back. If you want to text me or whatever. Should we wait? Should we just talk? Those Greek myths are really powerful. They're the basis of a lot of psychoanalysis, like Freud, like the Oedipus complex, and the Electra complex. It all made its way into like the book of Carl Jung. You'll see they use Greek gods a lot.
We were just talking a little bit while you were away about, he asked everyone's okay with the filming if you are. Yeah, he has a YouTube channel, you know, and he was sharing how he was attracted to the spider web on the poster. Yeah. And we're talking a little bit about, you know, and her connection to the spider, and I think it's so interesting how everyone has like different connections to the same animal, like how it comes in, you know, how we make that connection.
That's a good picture.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe what we'll do while we're waiting is just introduce ourselves and kind of talk a little bit. Oh. Hi. Hello. Yeah, it's, where are you right now?
Are you okay with being on film?
Okay, so you're at...
Yeah, go up the steps all the way. The steps over there. Come all the way this way.
Yes, it is. If you go up the steps, that's where the park is. There's like a top and bottom to it.
But there's a
Right?
fence, so that's the thing. You have to come in.
Yeah, you're... Oh, you see a baseball field?
Yes, down there.
No, baseball.
Baseball is right down there, so they have to walk. And
Yeah, we're trying to figure out where you are. Hold on, maybe I can drop a pin. Okay, let me try to do that. Okay, I'll send you a pin. Okay.
If they find Nurse's garden, it'll be
I remember
easier.
that the last time.
Yeah,
It's right here. So if they find that,
so what do I do? So I know what to do.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Here. Get the plus sign.
Location.
And then it should pin her. Yep.
Okay.
Send your location. She should make it.
Okay.
Oh, I got one of those bottles.
Okay.
I don't know what I would do with it.
I think we're good to get started. Yeah.
You have a YouTube channel?
So hi everybody, my name is Anthony Guzman, and this would be probably, I don't know, what's Shamanic Circle, and probably the 6th, the 8th,
Yeah.
and we are here to open up a space for spiritual-minded, like-minded people that are in love with nature, are in tune with indigenous cultures and wisdom, shamanic practitioners, mystics, all walks of life, and we're here to really create a safe space for each other to bring a sense of therapeutic aspect, but also enrichment and wisdom that we already embody and have, sharing each other's light, shadow, darkness, and the spiritual light. So my name is Anthony Guzman.
Hi everyone, my name's Dana. Me and Anthony, I guess, started this circle as a way to really just create a space for people to co-create and just connect. We really wanted to bring, you know, the ability to gather with a shamanic perspective to the community. And each circle is growing a little bit. It's taking on a different flavor. We kind of set an intent. Today we're going to be doing a web weaving. We're going to be connecting with the energy of the spider. Really doing a little, we'll open the circle. we will do a web weaving ceremony where everyone weaves their own little personal web. And as you're doing that, we'll listen to some chants, and we'll give you guys a chance to think about things you want to bring forward and manifest into your life. We'll do a guided meditation, then we'll lay down, play some music, send healing energy into everyone. And we welcome people to participate, to share, to just, connect in any way that feels right. We have a little altar there that we built, and we just want this to be a safe, fun, relaxing, healing space. And we do this monthly. I don't know if I said that. So maybe we could all go around and just introduce ourselves and sort of share what
If you
power
have
animal.
a power animal. If anyone in the house today has a power animal or power they truly relate to, from childhood to now in a spiritual way, in a physical way, there's an animal that calls out to you, a spirit animal, totem.
Yeah.
So anyone can start, whoever feels freely to start. Well, I'll start. So I truly am connected with, I feel like my first power animal was the giraffe. But I have a lot of power animals. I work with, I believe every animal has a message to share with everyone individually in different ways. So I have a giraffe, a crow, a turtle when I need to slow down and relax and shut the fuck up sometimes. I have snails, snakes, dragons, and but dominantly and more focus on snakes. That's my power animal.
My name is Brandon. My power animal growing up used to be the wolf, but now it's funny. Just last night I had a dream of actually being a leopard. It was really interesting. Like I really felt it. It had some powers in it. And it kind of makes sense because I'm a Leo, so big cat is supposed to be my power animal. But instead of a lion, it was a leopard. So that was interesting.
My name is Marta, and I don't know what is my power animal, but lately animals are coming to me. I found a lot of turtles around me too, and I was camping like a month ago, and I found a turtle shell. So I took it like as a spiritual sign. So that's it. I guess turtle. Dig into it. What that means.
Hi, I'm Haley. I don't really have like I have some spiritual connection to the condor, but nothing really, no animal in particular.
My name is Mary, and I like lions. I have a tattoo of a lion. But last month I went to see a shaman, and she told me, she did this whole like past life regression thing on me, and she said that she saw my like spirit animals as the cheetah and the owl. So I really like those two, like that combination. So I'd say like those three are like my favorite spirit animals.
We're just going around introducing ourselves and sharing our power animal, our spirit animal. Yeah.
Are you two all right being on camera?
Sure.
I'm Ed. Through dreams and things like that, my power animal for now is a crow. And I didn't, not something I consciously would think it would be, but that seems to be what happened. So that's it.
Jonathan?
My name is Jonathan. My power animal, I would consider it a turtle. While growing up, I used to really watch the Ninja Turtles. So I don't know, I just like turtles, so I guess that's my power animal.
My name is Angela. I think I have had like certain like spiritual animals, like depending on like what I'm working on. But something that has like continuously show is the snake. So, and I'm very like in tune with that kind of like energy.
I'm Dana. The spider was the first spirit animal that came through to me when I was really owning my intuition and opening up. It taught me about protection, and it taught me about how to connect things together. Right now, the bee keeps popping up. I'm having so many bee-related things. I was staying at a friend's house recently and found a bumblebee in the house. The other day I found a wasp. So the bee's speaking right now. And when they speak, I try to listen. I try to look up. I try to connect the dots. And the duck is another spirit animal of mine that kind of keeps me rearing its head. And it speaks to me about being playful, being open, and not taking things too seriously, which I think is a pretty good lesson. Did you want to show your spirit animal?
Sure, yeah. My name is Xavier. I've always had two spirit animals, which I love, which is the cheetah and the wolf. The reason for the cheetah is because I was always, as a kid, I was always fast on the money, but then as I got older, I took a liking to the wolf because of what they believe in. The leader's always like the one in the back. And I learned this in one of the wolf documentaries where the wolf, you would assume the wolf is in the front, the leader, but really he's always trailing behind to make sure that everybody in front of him is okay. And I took deep respect to that, and I took that in for myself, and I was like, yeah, I feel like a wolf for sure is.
I love to hear the animals people connect with and the stories behind them. And we have some similar animals kind of like popping up for people.
Cheetahs.
Yeah.
Some turtles.
Yeah, we all found new friends. Right? So what we're going to do is we'll open the circle now. Before we open the circle, something I've been finding that is really helpful to say is I have this little saying, and it probably comes from years of management. It's called take space, make space. So we want people to share, we want people to be open. And the way we did it now is beautiful. We all shared, we were open, but we weren't like, we didn't keep going, you know, we kept things moving. We were really respectful of one another, and that's just what we want to bring to this circle. So when I open, Anthony's going to kind of go around and sage everyone, just kind of clear any energy away, help people be present and hear and open to receiving. And we're going to kind of do a little homage to the spider and call her energy in. We're going to work with Grandmother Spider today. So I welcome people while I do that to just relax. If you want to lay down, go for it. If you want to sit, close your eyes and hear and feel and just intake the sort of like call into the spider. Does anyone have any questions about today or anything?
I got something for the altar, like temporarily.
Oh,
I don't know if
okay.
maybe like
wants
to sage it.
Oh, you can just put it there. And yeah, another thing we're looking to do, and it's not in the meetup, is we build an altar.
I guess it's just playful.
Oh, I love that. That's so cool. That's so cool. We have an altar there and here, but maybe we'll bring him right into the circle and let the spider weave her web. Yeah, cool. I love that. Thank you.
My boyfriend wants to be playful with the spiders.
Okay.
Scaring people.
That's good, right? We should never take ourselves too seriously, right? Okay, cool. So feel free to make yourself comfortable. And I'm going to do the opening. And just relax into it. Allow it to come into you and receive what you're meant to receive.
That is cool.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm just going to stand up and walk around while I do this. If everyone just wants to take a moment to get comfortable and settle in. You know, if you need to shake the stress of the morning out or whatever. Hopefully no one's stressed on a Sunday morning, but...
You never know.
Okay, so we're going to open. We're going to go for it. I am a web woven. You are a web woven. We are a web woven. We gather today in wonder, all of us woven together in this great web of life to be here, now. We are the weavers of wonder, the weavers of dreams into destiny. The whole universe is connected by one thread. We are all one and we are all here now. In the beginning, there was the oneness of all that is and has ever been. Come spiraling earth-sides from the solar stars, dropping stardust in dreams. A single solitary gossamer thread, weaving space, wondrous wishing. What if? Asking when, where, why. This is how we believe in magic. We refuse to try to define time. We dream in destiny, not destruction. We seek and find the balanced beam of sunshine and darkness that keeps the universe spinning. We are connected as one, the web of the universe woven as a wheel of life, the wheel of fortune, forever wishing wonder into spiraling sacred balance. Sacred geometry will be woven here today, laid bare from branch to branch across the sky. So fine and so silky we don't see it, yet it's there. And we're trusting in it. We're seeing through the night without light, right into the dawn, catching the sunlight, refracting all shimmers of the rainbow. Woven from the dance of 8 legs and at least 8 lives, life is not meant to be a trap of time. No, we must breathe, silky breath by silky breath into life. Live and love and be transformed. Grandmother Spider, great weaver of the web of life, we call you into this circle. You are the force that holds everything together, seen and unseen. Teaches that all life is connected. You are the great goddess and one of her many faces, our great divine feminine mother. Spider Grandmother, the Hopi and other indigenous shamanic communities said you created all living beings to breathe the soul. You crafted humans and then breathed life into them. We thank you for our existence here on Earth. Grandmother Spider, you watch from treetops and earth caves and bedroom corners. From high and low, just beyond our reach, weaving your web from eternity. You crawl into the cave of our heart when we sleep, and in our dreams you help us to see. See through the dreams that we are the creative master weavers of our own lives. We have the extraordinary capability of creating, weaving, and spinning our own webs, our own realities. We have the power to create what happens in our life, and we must fully realize this and act. Our lives are choices we make, coupled with our attitude. It's time to take stock, said the spider. It's time to weave with me. Take your fears and turn them into something beautiful. Today, Grandmother Spider, we ask for your help and guidance. May you help us weave the web of our wishes and will wonder into existence. May we catch our wildest dreams in your web. May you weave a sacred web of sacred geometry around this space for protection. And as we protect ourselves, we arm ourselves. We gather weapons to ensure our success like Durga, the goddess of protection and power. Durga, the 8-armed goddess spider, is like Grandmother Spider, representative of the Great Mother who helps us remove the limitations and emotional and mental obstructions from our life. Today we call the sacred life of Source, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and we call upon our spirit guides, angels, ascended master, light beings, and galactic guides to come and join us here. We ask you to help open the path forward and open the gates to the Akashic Records so we may download knowledge and wisdom today. May you let us know anything that's of our highest and greatest good to know, and may you arm us with our weapons of light to move out of darkness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And with that, the sacred circle is now open. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a moment here to grab one of these right here, and we're going to weave our own web and just take a moment to call in and think about what you want to weave into your own life. Like what are the threads that you want to come together? What is it that you want to manifest from this moment forward? You're welcome to come and grab it, or if you want, I can pass it around. I don't want to make everyone get up. It's up to you.
Also,
does anyone want one of these?
Stories of your life being the thread that you're using to weave this talisman, to weave this spider.
Oh, sorry. Here you go.
Here you go. Medicine is the medicine that helps you attract and detach. So get lost in your thoughts while I played on this music and try to connect. You get lost in your artwork and your masterpiece.
I think you just kind of pop it out
Yes.
here.
So the thread is you gotta take the needles out. I guess secure it. Yeah. You gotta unsecure the needle and just let it go freely as you want. Just let it go free. Just let it out. Let it out, let it out, let it out. And it will be already secured and attached with a knot. And then just weave the story of your life. Weave in what you want to attract to your life. Take your time, enjoy it. It doesn't have to be perfect.
I have a little knot in it, but I don't think that matters. I can do it with the knot.
And this is just about like being in the moment with the weaving and to just allow spirit to come and sit with you and move through the thread and help you to connect the things that you need to know, whether it's through listening to the opening, weaving right now, the guided meditation Anthony's going to bring you guys on, the healing energy you'll receive later, what happened this morning, tomorrow, next week for you. Just call it in. There's no right or wrong here. As I'm weaving and we're waiting for the music to start, I want to share when I was sitting here waiting, I was meditating, and I had a white spider come and crawl across my lap. I took photos of it. And Anthony also saw a white spider when he was hanging the signs, too. So, I don't know what that's about, but it's about something.
This morning when I was waking up, a spider was on my hand. My wife was like, kill it! And I can't kill the medicine. Like,
No! We bring it outside when we see it if we don't want it in there. And what you're listening to now is a chant for Durga, who is the Indian goddess of many things. And she has in many of her incantations 8 arms. And she is like the spider, a protector.
she has like 8 hands, and on 8 hands she carries different weapons to defeat her inner demons and our inner demons. So she's very related to the medicine of the spider. So she kept popping up. Before was prepping for this circle, it was like, why not invite her into this beautiful space that we're creating really for ourselves to empower each other and defeat our own inner demons, whatever that may be.
And what's so lovely about that too is when Anthony spoke to me about Durga, I was like, oh, I know her well. She popped up for me. We have a statue of her behind us on the wall here, which was gifted to me by a friend years ago after she started coming in journeys to me. And I believe that deities like Durga or the spider, they come to us when we need their medicine and we need their wisdom. We need to understand something about ourselves in a deeper way. And they can come forward in a way that is that allows us to see instead of necessarily needing to learn. We can just feel into They come in our dreams. I think someone shared him in a dream about a animal last night. Crawl across our laps and come to us and trinkets that we find. TV shows that we watch.
Dam Durgaya Namaha. Om 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 Dam Durgaya Namaha.
You're not on it. Be honest with your emotion. Be honest with your story. Be honest with your life. Be honest with your
Durgaya
mind. Be honest
Namaha.
with your soul. Be honest with your spirit.
Om Dam Durgaya Namaha.
Who you looking at? She's in our light.
Om
Remember that nothing is perfect in life. That every imperfection has a beautiful light behind it. And every mind and soul is special in this moment. Yesterday, today.
Om Dam Durgaya Namaha. Om Dam
What I realized when I was
Durgaya Namaha.
thought I was going to have a pattern, and it was a little bit of a mess. And I found myself thinking about something in my life that needs to be untangled. So for me, that's the medicine of what the spider's telling me right now is to look at that.
Om Dam Durgaya Namaha. Om Dam Durgaya Namaha. Om Om Dam Durgaya Namaha. 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 Om Dam Durgaya Namaha.
Like restrooms in the park.
Om Dam Durgaya Namaha.
It's a good 10-minute walk.
Om Dam Durgaya Namaha.
There's a bathroom in the park across the street.
Yeah,
You have to walk down.
like 10 minutes. I'll just wait. Maybe
Durgaya
I'll take pictures.
Namaha.
Somewhere over there.
The tree's always nice.
Om Dam
It is. I guess it's
Durgaya Namaha. Om Dam
Going around the edges.
Durgaya Namaha. Om Dam Durgaya Namaha. Om Dam Durgaya Namaha. Om Dam Durgaya Namaha. Om Dam Durgaya Namaha. Om Dam
Whenever you're done with the needles,
Durgaya Namaha.
my wife will kill me. I'll return you back.
Om Dam Durgaya Namaha.
You know what? If anybody wants to do that, it's important that works. That's all.
Durgaya Namaha. Om Dam
That's like almost like signing it.
Durgaya Namaha.
Well, that's actually a thing I think that's done in Pelvic too, where the needle or the instrument actually goes in there.
Durgaya Namaha. Om Dam Durgaya Namaha. Om
anybody wants to share what they felt or how they feel weaving this beautiful masterpiece that's almost a reflection of our soul and our mind and our journeys? Or should I?
An interesting novel experience.
It felt a little complicated because it kept getting tangled up and stuff. Like I guess like in life and stuff. So it was kind of like it was wild.
It was a frustrating journey. As much as I wanted to let it flow, it was very difficult actually to make it happen. I want to give it shape. I want to give it like some type of. And so then I'm like, whatever. And so I used the needle. I used everything. And I said,
I definitely saw a lot of like parallels between like my life and where I like chose to live this. I didn't really like plan what I wanted before I started. I just kind of did what like felt natural, and then it turned out like very chaotic, which is kind of accurate. And also like I felt like at the beginning that I was just trying to like use up the string, like I was like rushing it. I didn't really have patience, which is like how I go through a lot of life too. It's just like rushing things. So yeah.
I had a similar realization that I thought something was going to happen, and then I looked at it and I was like, wow, that didn't happen. But it's because I started thinking about something that is literally a mess I need to detangle, you know, and that's like, oh, okay, so I get where my focus needs to be, like where I have to reweave and, you know, fix it. So yeah, it's funny how something like this can be a powerful tool if we just allow ourselves to focus, you know? Yeah.
I found it very powerful myself because there was an extra bit of loop that was not going to be able to be part of the web. So the whole web was affected by that earliest thing.
Oh, wow.
And I kept on then making the web, and it ended up looking very beautiful. I wanted it to be perfect for me, but I saw how something can affect everything else, and it keeps on that way. But it makes it up later if you know.
I like the perfection thing, you know, but it was perfectly imperfect at the end of it. Yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful. Cool.
I felt like when I was like weaving this piece that I saw myself when I'm not grounded in life, always like a nervous system without foundation, and in that abstraction and in that destruction and that chaos, I can see these open seams as opportunity to always ground myself, even though I may be behaving under a low frequency vibration. And then also like these blue lines, like the earth itself and us as humans is always going zigzag, zigzag. But then having these pieces as opportunity and options always to give ourselves in all of this chaos is a beautiful part of life, which makes it like this in a way.
I found my process pretty interesting because at first I had no clue what was going on. I didn't know what I was even supposed to be doing. So I got creative and started like weaving without this thing right here. And then I looked around and saw what everyone else was doing. I was like, okay, I'll try that. After I already tangled the mess out of everything. And then I realized, okay, well, you know, I have a tangled mess, still looks nice. I have to cut some things to keep on going. And then I got to a point where my needle is kind of, it isn't going anywhere now. And I realized it was very symbolic of my life because I feel like now it's time to start unraveling and moving backwards, kind of going back to the beginning. It's funny, I think it's funny what Ed was saying about one little thing can actually like kind of alter everything else. One little thing you did in the beginning, and I feel like it's time to start moving backwards for me.
Very beautiful reflection from everybody that, sometimes we create these art therapy or these art projects not having an idea of what we're gonna do, and then the project itself shows us something different from what we thought was, which I think is really important here. Living messages.
And it shows us too how we can put our shamanic intent into like anything we do. It's just a little activity to art, and where we can bring it into our life in really interesting ways. Sorry about the airplane noise today. I feel like there was no airplane noise last time.
I was wondering what's going on here.
I don't know. It's getting worse lately.
It is. Maybe they're flying somewhere.
I don't know. There's been a lot of drones too along the river lately, so. Okay, well. Okay, cool.
So I want everybody to feel relaxed, comfortable while I read this guided, poetic, meditational journey that I've created for this space. And I would like to start whenever you're ready. As you're finishing your art piece or you're done with your art piece, imagine that your clothes are made out of sacred spiderweb. Imagine you're falling into a hammock made out of spiderweb medicine for the cushion of your body, mind, and soul. Feel free right now to hang your fears, traumas, extra thoughts of grandmother spider. She loves to recycle our thinness, our low frequency into medicine that has given us a new opportunity. Grandfather Spider wants to help us execute the troubles of life, squeezing those troubles with the venom that executes anxiety, reincarnating the waves of happiness into the webs that connect us all. Today is a new day to take shelter. Today is a new day to take shelter. Today is a new day to take shelter. Take cover under the umbrella in the womb, webbing the affection and love that we all need. While you are weaving the spiderweb, while you are weaving the story of your life, let's pluck them away slowly out of our existence and let the winds take them far away to faraway caves. We are the weavers of the stories of our life. Grandfather Spider wants to spin and wrap up the organs, shells, bodies, and mind of our fears. Feel free to place them in the hands of the spider that is present here. The medicine of the spider wants to remind you about your medicine, your gifts, your dreams, your art, your oxygen, your enlightenment, and much more. Today, we are the creation of hope, creatures of courage, creatures made out of voices that are ancient and familiar to our souls. The darkness nor the light scare us. We are light and darkness mating with the shadows of the divine. We are spider eggs basking in the depths of the earth. The earth is the safest place. In her leaves, on her walls, we build the bridges we need to cross to become the tricksters of our own happiness and peacefulness. Imagine that your body is a harp, a violin, and a guitar, wired by spider webs that create the songs that weave into the eardrums of your soul the laws of attraction and attachment. We are aware that in the magic of the spider webs, we create our reality, our life. Like spiders weave the forest to protect the ecosystem. Now protect yourself by weaving your mind to your body. Now protect yourself by weaving your mind to your body. Weave your soul to the divine. Weave your soul to the divine. And your heartbeat to the spirit of this moment with every piece of you. Let your heart open every day like the 8 legs of a spider. Let your heart open every day like the 8 legs of a spider. Take this time and space to create a sacred web for your energy. Your gifts are expanding right now from the frequency of your aura. Feel them. Feel them. Take the time to feel, celebrate them. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate your journey. Weave your dreams. Weave your life. Weave your blessings. Weave your spiritual health. Weave your wellness. One thread at a time. One spider web each day. Your life is made out of you and what you attract to it. Your life is made out of you and what you attract to it. Rebuild yourself every day like you're building this dream catcher made out of you. Rebuild yourself every day like you're building this dream catcher made out of you. Start trusting the web within inside your being. And with that web, design your life according to your heartbeat, according to your happiness, according to your peacefulness. Trust that sacred web within you. The one that runs through your arteries, your veins, your heart, your mind. Trust yourself. Give life all these webs in you because life is short. You are abundance and essential. You are sacred. You are beautiful. We are all connected in our dimness, in our low frequency, because we are the heartbeat of the earth and the soul of the nature. We are the weavers of our stories. We are all connected on one spider web.
to support us with these webs and the weavings and the wishings and our ability to wander our dreams forward. And as I walked in this circle, I could feel the energy of the roots of the trees coming up to hold us and to ground us and to give us the actual earthly material and comfort and security that we need to weave what we need forward. And they meet in the middle, and they meet across our hearts, and they weave into our hearts, and they come from one heart to another, and that we're all connected here in this moment, but we're connected, all of us across this planet, always. And I feel that Spirit's asking us to look at the connections that we have with one another as we move forward in our weavings. With those of us in our lives, those that come into our lives, those that go out, to help us, and we can see how we are all truly one. And I can feel the tree really joining us right now in this, and supporting us and holding us and asking us to consider the webs that we wove, like how we can use our heart chakras and the energy of our heart and our love to really move things forward. That if we weave with love, we're going to be okay. That's what we have to remember. It actually feels delightfully simple in this moment. Thank you, Spirit, for that message. If anyone feels called to share their experience and they feel comfortable, go for it.
This is so cool.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Makes you feel really nice. Is that a Tibetan, a Buddhist Tibetan bowl? It is? Okay, cool. It reminded me when I was somewhere downtown and this yoga place. It's called Bhakti Center. Bhakti Yoga Center, and they was playing they was chanting and they was playing a lot of music. It was unexpected to me. It was my first time, and the music that they was playing and the instruments that they was playing made you feel so light, like you was hovering. I was like, wow, that's nice. So it made me feel it didn't make me feel like I was hovering. It was a different like feeling, but it was still nice though.
I've been there. It's beautiful. Dance.
Yeah.
Shamanic journey. So we're gonna proceed as you're breathing this beautiful air and space. We're gonna enter a shamanic journey, which is it's a meditational where we're going inward with an intent, with a question that we'll be asking. However you feel you should ask. You should ask Goddess Durga, you can ask Buddha, you can ask the Great Spirit. You can ask the divine, you can ask the tree, you can ask the spirit of the spider. Anyone you feel at ease and at peace with for guidance. This moment, any guidance, ask the medicine. The medicine has any wisdom for us to share for our lives, for any inner demons we want to defeat, for anything we want to detach from our life, weaving any happiness, any sense of joy, a weapon. Is there a weapon in the spirit world that we need to bring into the physical world to defeat any current or modern problems that we're facing in our personal lives, at work? So the journey is a reflection how open you are while you're listening to the drums. You have to be honest to yourself to receive the wisdom that you need to receive. If you receive nothing, it's okay. If you feel something, it's okay. And if you taste something, it's even better. So just flow with what comes in, and I'll be playing the drums, and we'll just slowly be moving forward.
And whatever comes to you, you might see something, you might hear something, you might know something. There's no like right or wrong here.
Yeah.
You may just sit there in yellow light. It's whatever experience you have is how spirit needs to communicate with you right now. You can sit up, you can lay down, you can stand, you can walk in a circle, whatever works for you.
Stay down.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. If you want to do an acid one with a drum, go for it. I love that you bought your drum. If anyone feels called to use an instrument while you do it, go for it.
Oh, wow. Close your eyes and get lost in your own spiritual world. Close your eyes and trust with your intent that you'll receive the message you have to receive.
slowly return to your body, to the here, to the now. Feel the ground under you, the trees above and around us, and the sky, and just allow yourselves as you return to a more present place to just be as present as possible today as you move forward in your lives, and allow all of the messages that you received today, the energy and wisdom of the spider, to be with you as you walk forward and weave yourself into what we call future. Thank you, Spirit, for joining us today and for all of the messages that you shared and delivered. We are eternally grateful. Thank you. I felt, as I was going around, I just felt a lot of energy around people's heart space, as if things are going up and out and over and just working their way through. And I feel like I was feeling a lot of release happening too for people. I don't know if anyone felt that, but if anyone wants to share what happened, it's up to you.
I can say I felt like relief. I felt good. I don't know if it was like dopamine release or something with the music, but it just felt good.
I felt like a lot of, first, like I saw like a lot of people come into this pot over here, like where the incense is. And I saw like a lot of people like holding on to the edges of it. And then like releasing like this big yellow light like into like everything. And I saw then like a lot of like people, like I feel like ancestors and like spirits around here, like just come and see like what we were doing. And there was a lot of, you know, curiosity. But then I saw also like a lot of ancestors like just looking at us and just feeling like, wow, like that was something that we did like back before, and look at them now. And I felt like a lot of joy and a lot of, you know, like empowerment, like to go back, you know, like go back to the root, go back like to where you came from, and like kind of like start from there. That's how I felt.
Anybody else would like to share their reflection, their revelation, their sensation?
I felt a lot of connection with myself, with people, with circle, with nature, but especially with myself because I've been more disconnected from myself lately. It feels good to finally start feeling my energies come back to me, my center, my aura.
Heart, peace, love, like I felt my heart beating pretty fast at some point.
It's interesting because I felt the energy over there too. Yeah.
I saw like a spider web without legs walking. And then I heard a message say they can break our hands, they can break our hearts, but they can never break. They could break our hands, they could break our hands, but they can never break our hearts. We are always going to continue the weaving of our lives. And that's just went away. It's a spider just walking through life and just being shot down, but even as being shot down, it's still walking. No one is going to ever stop the weaving of our stories. It's just not possible. Only we can make that possible. You know, it's like life hits us and we feel like we're broken at some point. That's when we gotta kick in and start releasing more thread, and weaving because it stops when we stop, not when they make it stop. And that's just what I felt. So
I had an idea that the bronze bowl with the little wooden part, that the vibrations from that would we tend to not have a lot of energy, so we like fold inward, and it gives us like this headache, or that comes from our lacking of energy, and that kind of gives us energy to push ourselves, like reinflate ourselves, re-enter form.
Yeah, there's mints for anyone. Little refreshment. So what Anthony's putting out here is, God, what should we call them? Fortunes? Weavings. Here's what the universe weaved for you. It's just a little something for you to kind of carry forward after the circle, a message, a mantra, really directly from the spider herself, from the universe itself. So feel free to grab one or two, or three. And there what you have is kind of a message for you. The ones that have the little drawings on them, those are actually Durga's weapons, or 8 weapons. So if you have one with a drawing, you have a little message from Durga, and something to kind of use when you move forward. Hanging on your mirror, burn it, whatever works for you. Leave it on the subway for someone to find. Well, we hope everyone enjoyed this and got something out of it and feels more connected than you did before you came. That's the point of it. Yeah, who knows where we're going to go from here. Is this anyone's first shamanic circle?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Was it what you guys expected?
No.
No? Yeah. I never know what to expect, you know. I try to come and be open and see what Spirit has to say.
Yeah, you exceeded my expectations.
And I'm glad that everyone connected with the sound, with the instruments. I think that's really cool. That's such a big part of healing, I think, is, sound sometimes.
Here, I am the conch of creation, eternally circling the sacred of life. I am the beginning and the end, where one weaves, ends, and the other starts. I am the strand of the web of life, one with the great sacred weave of worlds. These are pieces you can take with you when we enter back into our daily life and remind yourself what just happened here, what empowerment you've taken from here, what have you left behind here. Always remember that these are messages that we all have access to, not only us ourselves, but all of us in the circle. And we are the power tools of our life. We can just vibe out, connect, chill, speak to each other, and introduce ourselves once again if you feel renewed or whatever,
I also wanted to point out that I feel very connected to the sword in the middle.
Oh, so this is yours.
It's funny though, I wanted to leave it there because it's like I really feel connected to it because I feel like kind of a spiritual protector in a way. And I wish to protect the heart and like the love of like everyone, even though it sounds a little corny, but it's beautiful.
I don't think it sounds corny at all. Here is, if anyone's interested in learning about any of our upcoming gatherings, here's our email list.
Into the web of trust.
Read that on my tongue.
I am the sword of your silence, sweetly surrendering into the web of your trust.
I'm most certainly interested in learning about your future events.
Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, if you want to leave your email, this is our Instagram here. We do this. This is totally by donation. If anyone feels called to donate, there's a Venmo and Zelle link. Yeah. It'll make its way around. Oh, sorry. I'm really feeling the energy of the trees today. Like, you know, being between the trees. Yeah.
I like your T-shirt. It made me,
Oh, thank
made me
you.
laugh a little bit.
Oh, I was a little like rushing, so I was like, I don't know if this is like the
You just
correct
grabbed it.
math.
It was good.
But then like I was walking to the park and somebody said like, oh, are you looking for the drumming thing? So I was like, do I look like that?
Sounds like the universe sent you someone to help you find your way.
I was like,
I think that is a compliment. They think that's where you're going, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. I was like, okay.
Funny. I often wonder when people walk by, like, what do they make of this, you know?
They wonder.
Yeah, definitely.
It's very colorful.
Yeah. I'd be excited. I'd probably wander over and sit down. but-
Yep, me too.
Yeah. I think it'll be cool to see if any of us have any spider encounters in the coming days and weeks, you know? Like how they might pop up for us. I came early to sit and meditate, and I was sitting against a tree over there, and I looked down and I see a tiny little white spider crawling on me. And I was like, oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of spider encounters leading up to this.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it works, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah, for sure. The spider's like, come, go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to sign?
Can you play that little drum? I just want to hear it.
Yeah.
This one is yours? That's the one that you bought?
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
I feel like
love
I'm
it.
still, I got it like maybe 2 months ago, and I'm still like feeling it,
Yeah.
you know?
I really like it.
Yeah. It's interesting, when I've been playing it at home, I've been using my hands,
Yeah.
you know, and I feel like that maybe that's how it wants to be played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dana, what is the idea in shamanism with the drum? Because it's not the usual drifting, soothing music. It's drums. Is it there to open a portal? Is that how you would say it, or?
For me, I think, and how I feel like a lot of people talk about it, it helps you go deep. Like it's kind of like a doorway. You know, it helps kind of. For me, I always feel as if it helps pull me in. You know.
At the
Yeah.
end, vibrate to the drum,
Mhm.
which I thought was interesting.
It is really fascinating, and that's how I started doing shamanism. I started working with a shaman, and he used the drums, and that was like my introduction to it.
I'm making this. For
And now
YouTube.
I feel like for many years I moved away from it, but I'm really feeling it again. You know, like
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
like there's a lot of like cultures that feel that when you hear the drumming, it's almost like this encounter like with nature again, like going back like to our beginnings. And then, like the fast like music sometimes like gets you like into more of your like subconscious. Like it's you kind of like go like into the flow like of things. I know that it's like
You
kind
know,
of
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get, you know,
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
I'm actually a BMCC
I'm exploring
student.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
cool.
usually like we kind of
Awesome,
put
thank
together like
you.
soothing music with like relaxing.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
do a date
but
in
then like the
September.
drumming,
I'm
it's
not sure
more
which
like
one
of an
yet. Like,
awakening
probably the
of
second to last.
something.
Yeah, it's a good exploration.
Yeah.
I love your
To
shirt, by the
reunite
way.
with the things that have died inside us over time.
Yeah, yeah. It's
awesome.
it's very interesting how it works like different like people like and what it comes up like to the surface like when you hear like the drumming. I feel like very connected like to earth and stuff like that like when I hear the drumming.
Bye. Thanks for coming.
So long, Miss Haley.
Oh, here's a bee.
Oh.
I was talking about the bee before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is there
So what do you
anything?
think of this place compared to the other one?
I like it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is
the
there
other
anything
one
you
like we kind of like already knew the.
This has a lot to say.
But
Yeah.
it's nice here. It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's more like accessible like to more people.
I think
also.
so, yeah. We're having more people are seeing the flyers around here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels more open. The other felt like it was sort of, like that might be good for more private work.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
There's a different type of like energy here as well. I don't know if it's because like where we are, and like probably like the spirits are right here.
Yeah.
Like it's a bit different.
It feels more open to me somehow, maybe more welcoming in a way. And the other place felt like it was more like, I don't know, it felt like a secret spot.
A secret
yeah,
spot?
yeah, which is
that's
good.
nice.
Sometimes you want a secret
Like
spot.
the spirits are showing there like we're actually
I got
also,
this,
like, a little bit
my
more like
estate.
less worthless like
Yeah.
this is more like
Yeah.
curious, like let me see what's going on.
X. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
of course. That's how I spell it in my head.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I was doing something else on the side.
Hello, me. How you doing?
With Xavier actually went to the other place and the other circles too. I'm curious to see the guy who down the I'm curious to
Oh,
see
yeah?
how
Okay.
it felt was.
Wolf, I envisioned you and your
interested?
dog walking.
Because I used to
like I
wanna
saw now,
go into
I feel like there's a connection with what you do with the animals and the pack leader in a way.
And that dog is so
You
cute.
let him
He is so cute.
Yeah.
being in the back, like,
Let me actually really quickly on it.
oh man, that's
My leg
that
keeps falling
story.
asleep today.
that strong, young, or just more tribal conscious wolf would walk on their back, and then the elders would be in the front.
I love it.
And then, like, the wolf would make sure everybody's like
Andrew
okay.
was in it sometimes. I don't know if you guys. Yeah. Do you remember her from Circle on Tuesday in Kristen's Circle?
Last week, not this week.
The week
Bye,
before.
Rona.
So that's
Bye.
definitely.
What is your name?
Thanks
Marta.
for coming.
Marta.
But I didn't talk last week. I was like,
I wasn't in the circle last
Yeah,
week.
but I think she was in the one before
Yeah,
that.
right.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
no,
it's,
yeah.
it's funny because I usually do smaller. So when it's a big, there's a lot going on.
Oh, you put steel wool? What is
Yeah,
that?
yeah, and each one has
It's like a cover for the microphone.
Yeah, and what is it made out of? What is it?
Like,
It looks like steel wool, but I don't think it is. Steel. Can I touch it?
Yes.
like I guess in my head I
Oh.
thought he was gonna.
It's
Maybe it's
it's like
that
some
might
kind of.
be it.
It's some, I don't know, some kind of weave.
Maybe like
I,
the all dudes.
it's hard to, I never seen it black like that. So, do you have? Is your YouTube
I'm trying to
channel
figure him out. He's
like
gotta like
universal, local, focus on
It's
it?
just stuff I film in the neighborhood.
Just the neighborhood. So it is local focus, and people know it's from the neighborhood. Like people who see the channel, do they know it's from this neighborhood?
really
Probably not.
Yeah, you get like how many
Who it
messages,
is.
right?
If I tell someone, like I'm telling you, you will know. it.
Yeah, I will know it, or I'll recognize the neighborhood. I know this neighborhood, but when you show things from the neighborhood, you don't like tag it. Like,
yeah, like
okay.
yeah.
So do people? Do you find a lot of people are interested in what you're doing?
300 subscribers.
Yeah, it's a good. It's good.
Is there anything in your life that you want to reunite with that you've lost?
That I've lost.
Any part of yourself or experience in life that you go back to?
Like, oh yeah, and then he started like, this one, he's giving me like, right now, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, there's things that I've lost that are physical possessions that were very symbolic, more than symbolic to me, and it was very painful for me to lose these things. I haven't with my family, and I've had to, make emotional adjustments because of them, and it's helped me to move forward in a new way. So, yeah, there definitely are things, but I'm grateful for how things have progressed, even though I might at the time have wanted it to be some other way. It's like the web. Things go wrong, and then you keep weaving away, and you weave it in. The wrong, what you thought was wrong, gets woven into the rest of the web. It shows what the web is. It determines a lot of what the web is like.
So he don't mind because he's bringing that back.
Do you have a lot of conversations with people as part of what you're doing, or?
No, not a lot.
Did you grow up around here?
I grew up in
Yeah. That area used to be very, very different. Because, the George Washington Bridge, they built the lower bridge, and they cut through the neighborhood to make the road to the lower bridge. So they destroyed a lot of the neighborhood. People had to leave their homes.
I feel like it's mine. And me,
Say your name? Brandon, okay, that's right.
Your favorite type of pond.
Yes, they had to take down, a lot of people had to move. And they tore down a lot of apartment buildings. And then they made that lower bridge, and it changed the neighborhood tremendously. That was many years ago.
I moved back to the house. Something has happened.
No, it happened before that. Oh. It happened before that. If you probably didn't ever see the neighborhood before then.
Like
Yeah.
Dominicanos, Goku, you got the Afro que es rubio. I guess we are in a way. So you gotta put that on the spot. So that's the topic.
Okay, well, I'll see you in a month.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe they're gonna start
Tú me entiendes, el abuelo mío, el abuelo mío, so we had a family.
Did you get some good shots?
Yes.
I took a few videos also.
Something that I always think like negative things happen. Bad things, so like those things were really shot. And my grandfather, Melanie was too little.
Circle will actually be right somewhere around the corner.
The family reunion, all the girls were there. She was like, no quiero que ninguno de ustedes se me case con un moreno. Me daña la raza.
What do you like to do for fun, Mr.
And I was,
What
and I knew that,
what do I like to do for fun? I'm trying to think if there's anything.
but I knew that
For really
statement
fun,
was offbeat. Like something about this, by saying you carry that.
I get together with people in groups, and we do, like I go to one psychic development group, and then I go to a meditation group, and I do this, every week, and I get to know the people very well. We become like, sort of like a family.
I would love that.
Which is traditional parasite taught
Thank you. No problem. Okay, thank you so much.
That one,
Really
that
nice
one.
to meet you.
I like cooking,
Bye, guys. Nice to meet you.
What do you like to cook?
That's something Brian would do. Like,
I like to.
bed or something like that under the pillow.
I cook original things. I'm pretty basic. I can cook anything, but I'm pretty close to nature. I don't usually use a lot of ultra processed foods, and I love to create new combinations, like
I'd be like grabbing
Like
a bowl,
I made,
trying to bring it outside.
I made tomato, celery, and onions into a. It isn't even a sauce. It's a cooked vegetable dish, and you think, well, tomatoes, onions, and celery, like big deal. That doesn't sound really great. So I used it in a few ways. I used it on pasta and Parmesan cheese, and it was really good. And then I have a sauce that I made that I use for many different things, but I add things to it. And I put some sauce on the tomatoes, celery, and onions, and a little olive oil.
You just chop them up, or you?
I chopped them up, and then I cooked them for quite a while because the tomatoes put out a lot of liquid, and I cooked them so there's very little. There's a little liquid left, just a little. And then I put this. I like to experiment. I took a little of it because I didn't know how it would taste, and I have a sauce that I put on that I made from
Even like hanging.
a lot of different herbs and chopped up pickles and mayo. And I put a little of the sauce on the tomatoes and onions and celery, and it tasted delicious. And I thought, wow, I could serve this, and people wouldn't. I could serve it hot or cold. It would be a tomato celery salad, and I thought I could serve this. People would really like it. So I keep track of what I do. A lot of times I write down the recipes, and then someday, if I ever have a cafe, I'll have a whole bunch of things that I could serve.
It's all good.
Jonathan?
Is his name Jonathan?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's Brandon and Jonathan.
Yeah.
There's actually a place.
So,
for food tasting the boy that I watched.
I have a list of recipes that I've done.
Are you thinking of starting like a business, a cafe?
Not now, but I've always thought of it in the back of my mind. I have a friend who actually owns right now a Japanese restaurant in Chicago, and I used to live there. So I tell him my restaurant ideas, and so we still talk about it sometimes, and he likes the idea.
That's okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, around in New York, unless you have so much money the rents here are crazy. It's hard to do things around here. I don't know about right here. I don't know how the rents are here, but when you go a little further down, totally insane. Like on the Upper West Side. A few years ago, they was.
Thanks for putting this together.
Thank you so
much.
So long, Miss Veronica. What is your name?
Marta.
Marta.
Yes.
Would it be possible for us to send us some of the footage or something
Sure.
like that? What are you thinking? I think that would be really cool.
So I would need your email.
Yeah, because we were talking about wanting to record and just, I don't know, we just hadn't gotten there yet, but yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. We
you have
have,
a pen?
I can give you, are you on Instagram or?
I'm on YouTube.
Okay.
Oh, I also have an email address.
Okay. Oh yeah, let me write down, here's a pen for you.
Very
I can shoot you an email.
Oh, wonderful.
Dana,
If you want any more of those, go for
Dana,
it.
send me your email, and I'll send you some of what I took also.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I would love to talk more about it. I think that would be really
I
cool.
got a brainstorm after we texted, and I want to tell you what it is. And
Oh, okay. Awesome. I sent you the link to my website too. That way
I
you'll
saw
be
it.
able to
I saw it.
kind
It's
of see
nice.
it. I think I'm reformatting. Like I realize like how I'm really working isn't necessarily representative of what's on there.
You know, sometimes we start thinking, I need to improve this, I need to improve that. But you know what? It may not be so. That website looks pretty good.
Okay. Yeah.
And I mean, for what you're doing, I think once people are more aware of you.
Okay, great. Awesome.
You want to write down your email for me?
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's best to just go, right? To just go.
It's just like there are some main things that really go, make it great and make people aware of you. So
Yeah.
something that's better not to be too polished, even.
Oh, God, yeah. And also, we have an email for the circle that we just started that I'm going to write to. But I don't think either one of us are too into the habit of checking it yet when we get there, though.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the circle email. Those are underscores, and then that's my personal one.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Wait, that's your
Yeah.
pen, sorry.
This is yours, though, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm
I'm
gonna
also a posted person to the.
So I'm gonna try to use a service called WeTransfer.
Okay.
And if that doesn't work, I'll just upload it all on the raw footage onto YouTube. I'll send you a link to it, and I'll send you a link to a downloader software that you can just take the video from YouTube.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. I really appreciate
Very
that. And I want to check out and see what are you on YouTube under?
Oh.
What? Yeah. You know, because I'd love to check out the stuff that you do. You know, I really liked what you were saying about the spider too, and the connection to, you know, the goddess. And I was like, oh, it was starting to recall my, you know, just I hadn't thought about that in years. You know, and it was nice to hear that.
But a few like that, you know, like kind of like a little like less, and then like definitely like yeah.
Do you have a mobile device on you right now?
I do,
Because my
yeah.
channel isn't extremely popular, so it might be
Yeah, I
easier if
hear
I
ya.
can recognize the symbol. I can show it because there's lots of cheeses shows.
I'm also working to build a YouTube channel. What's it called?
The Cheeses Show.
Spell that,
And then the word cheese.
Oh, cheese. Okay.
U-S.
S.
Have a
No,
good day, guys.
U-S. Cheese,
Oh.
us.
Thank you.
Bye. Good to see you
So long,
again.
Xavier. So the Cheeses Show.
Oh.